Hello, once again. Thank you for tuning in. And if it's the first time here, my name is Chandra, and I hope this message blesses you or somebody out there. And today's topic is all you need is humility. My father wants me to come here and express how we need to humble ourselves so he can exalt us. First, I will start by explaining what humility is. Humility is the quality of being humble and also is a freedom from pride and arrogance. And if you want the power of Christ to perform miracles, signs, and wonders, all you need is humility. And also, if you want God to use you and trust you with his powers and give you access to the supernatural, all you need is humility. Humility will make you look bad, feel bad in the eyes of God, but eyes of man, but that's how God intended it, because it's dying to yourself and dying to the opinion of others, but putting God first so that he can align you with his purpose. The most powerful people are the most humble people. And the people that these are the people that look meek, people who don't care about how they look in front of other people. These people are only interested in pleasing God and doing his will. These are the people that when you look at, you wouldn't think that they can do much, because humility doesn't start on the stage. It starts when you say yes to God and you repeatedly say yes, no matter how much it hurts. You keep on saying, yes, Father, whatever you ask me to do, I will do it. And you humble yourself, listen to his voice, and do it. And I can promise you that he will exalt you. The Bible tells us in Proverbs 11:12 that when pride comes, then comes disgrace. But with humble is wisdom. And for everyone who exalts himself will be humbled, and who humbles himself will be exalted. And also the Bible goes to tell us in Philippians 2:3-11 that do nothing from rivalry or conceit, but in humility count others more significant than yourself. Let each of you look not only to his own interest, but also to the interest of others. Have the mind among yourself, which is yours in Jesus Christ, who, though he was in the form of God, did not count equally with God a thing to be grasped, but made himself nothing, taking the form of servant, being born in the likeness of man. So this is the behavior of Jesus. It shows us that even though he was God, but he never looked at himself like God himself. He humbled himself and served in the kingdom of God. So humility gives you power and dominion over your enemy. Humility gives you authority to tread on serpents and scorpions. And humility also gives you clarity. Because when you have clarity, you have the presence of God, you have more presence of God, and also you can make right decisions. And one of the things that the devil's afraid of is you getting contentment with our Father. That's why he always tries to show you options so that you don't become content with our Father. He always tries to make people believe that they can get better. Give them the grass is greener scenario. But what he wants to destroy them so that they don't appreciate what God has given them. All he wants is to destroy them, make them lose what they have, and they become miserable. And that's exactly the same thing that he did in the Garden of Eden with Adam and Eve. He made them believe that what God was giving them or what was presented of them, there was more they could get. And while he lied to them, because he's the father of lies. And as a child of God, you have to be happy with the portion that God has given you. And God, because if you are grateful, if you give thanks all the time, a heart full of grateful, and you're consistent with it, God will grow what is it that he has given you, and God will give you more. And God will give you power. And God is always looking for people who are willing to say yes, who are happy and content in Him. And He's always looking for people who He can trust with His powers, because those are the people that trust God first. Because if you trust God with everything that you have, He will trust you with His powers as well. So the Bible tells us in Romans 12:3, "For by the grace given to me, I say to everyone among you not to think of himself more highly than he ought to think, but to think with sober judgment, each according to the measures of faith that God has assigned us." So people of God, I'm here to tell you that my Father wants us to humble ourselves so that He can exalt us and He can mold us and turn us to the weapons, to the kingdom of the enemy, so that He can turn us to what He has created us to be, so that we can act like Him here on earth and make this earth a better place. You could never go wrong when you're humbled, because God will always come through for you and exalt you. So I hope you've been blessed by this message. And if you have, please like and share, subscribe to my channel. And thank you so much for watching. God bless you.